Hi everyone. Here I am discussing about the first chapter Boolean algebra, which comes under section E, ISC Computer Science 12th standard. Topics included are propositions, types of connectives, related propositional terms like tautology, contingencies, contradiction, etc. Then the next one is equivalence laws, 12 equivalence laws, and the last one is syllogism. Let's see Boolean algebra. It is the most important concept in the field of computer science. It is used to analyze and simplify the digital circuits or logic circuits. It uses only the binary numbers, that is zeros and ones. Proposition is the first part of Boolean algebra. So, what is a proposition? A proposition is an elementary statement or sentence that may either be true or false. Example, it is raining. Is a proposition. Yes, it returns true or false. Second one, how are you? It is not a proposition. How are you returns as a statement like I am okay, I am not okay, I am fine, like statement we are getting. So it is not a proposition. So proposition means it's a simple statement, it returns true or false. Two types of propositions are there, simple proposition and compound proposition. Simple proposition means it's a simple statement that doesn't contain any other proposition as a part. Example, it is raining, he is writing. These are the examples for simple proposition. Second one is compound proposition. A proposition having more than two or more simple propositions are known as compound proposition. Example, it is raining and wind is blowing. He is writing and he is singing. Like that, examples are known as compound proposition. The next term is WFF, well-formed formula. Propositions are also called statements of sentence. WFF is well-formed formula refer to a proposition. So well-formed formula means it's a proposition. Truth value. Truth value is indicated as zeros and ones. Truth value is defined as truth value, truth or true values denoted by 1 or falsity, false values denoted by 0 of a proposition. Connective or operator. An operator joins simple proposition into compound proposition. Example, A plus B, A dot B. Here operators plus and dot. A and B are two simple proposition and connected by an operator plus or dot. Next one is truth table. It is a complete list of possible truth values of a proposition. If a compound has n distinct components, there will be 2 power n rows in its truth table. Example, A plus B. So in this example, we have two components, A and B. So there will be 2 power n equal to 2, 2 square equal to 4 rows in the truth table. So we need to draw a truth table of 3 columns and 4 rows. Each components have two values 0 and 1. That is A has 0 and 1, for B also 0 and 1. Let's see how to draw the truth table for two components. Components are otherwise known as variable, two variables. Example, A plus B. Here we will get 4 rows, 2 power n equal to 2 square equal to 4 rows. Since since two variables in total, a truth table having two input variables will have 4 rows according to 2 power n. The leftmost column will have half of the total entries. So here leftmost column is A. A should have half of total entries. Total entry means how many? 4 values are there. Half of total entry means 2. So 2 zeros and 2 ones. And the next column has the values half of the first column. That's why we are writing here 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay. Just check how to draw the truth table for 3 components or 3 variables. Example, A plus B plus C. 2 power n equal to 2 cube, that is 8 rows. Since A, B, C are 3 variables in total, a truth table involving 3 input variables have 8 rows. The leftmost column will have half of the total entries. That is, here A column having 4 entries as 0 and half, that is the 4, remaining half as 1. The next column, that is the B, will have number of zeros and ones, half of the first column, completing 8 rows. That's why B having 2 zeros, 2 ones, 2 zeros, 2 ones. Then the last one has 1 0, 1 ones, completing 8 rows in total. That's I have written here in the right side. Column A, totally 8 rows, half of 8 means 4. So first 4 is zeros and the next 4 is also next 4 is ones. Second column B, half of the first, that is 4 divided by 2, 2 zeros, 2 ones, 2 zeros, 2 ones. C, last column, half of the B, second column, so 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. This is the way we are writing truth table for 3 compounds. Same like 4 also. If there is 4 variables means we will get 16 rows. So first column, how many zeros will be there? 8 zeros and 8 ones. Next column, 4 zeros, 4 ones. Like that, okay? Already we discussed about connective as an operator. Different types of connectives are there. First one, disjunctive operator, represented by symbols plus or V. We can write as P plus Q, PVQ or P or Q. Truth table for P plus Q. Here 2 variables, totally 4 rows we need. 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 0, 1, 1 plus 1, 1. So P or Q will be true. Either P is true or Q is true or both is true. The next operator is AND operator or conjunctive operator, represented by the symbols dot, ampersand, and or caret. So we can write as P dot Q, P ampersand Q, P and Q, P caret Q. 0 into 0, 0, 0 into 1, 0, 1 into 0, 0, 1 into 1, 1, like a multiplication. P dot Q will be true if both P and Q are true. Next one is conditional operator. It is also called as if-then operator or implication operator. Example, if he studies, he will pass. Like that statements are conditional statements. Represented by single-headed arrow, it is known as imply symbol. P implies Q. Here P is known as antecedent and Q is known as consequent. That is, left hand side character or left hand side component is known as antecedent. Right hand side component is known as consequent. P implies Q will be false when P is true and Q is false. For other pairs, it will be true. For conditional conditional operator, P implies Q, that is a formula. P implies Q equal to P dash plus Q. Just check the truth table for if-then or conditional statement. Next one is biconditional. It is also called as if and only if or equivalence operator, represented by double-headed arrow. So P equivalence Q will be true when P and Q are either both true or both false. That is, in this truth table, 0, 0 returns 1. Both are false, so it returns true. And the last row, 1 and 1, both are true, so it returns 1. This is biconditional operator. It has a formula PQ plus P dash Q dash. P equivalence Q equal to PQ plus P dash Q dash. The next operator is negation operator or not operator. It is just an operator. It's not a connective and it's an unary operator. It affects only a single statement. You can write as Q dash or negation Q. Here only one component, so having two rows. 0 negation is 1, 1's negation is 0. Next is some terms related about prepositions. First one is contingencies. The prepositions that have some combination of ones and zeros in their truth table are called contingencies. Example, A plus B had drawn a truth table for A plus B. Here the output is A plus B. In that output, zeros and ones are there. So it is contingencies. Tautologies. The prepositions having ones in their truth table are called tautologies. Contradictions. The preposition having zeros in their truth table are called contradiction. So when we draw a truth table, the output, as the output we are getting full zeros, then it is contradiction. If it is ones, means it is tautology. Next is consistent statements. Two statements are consistent if and only if their conjunction is not a contradiction. P implies Q. Already mentioned, P is antecedent and Q is consequent. So just discuss about the converse statement. Converse means interchanging the antecedent and consequent of a given conditional statement. So P implies Q is a conditional statement. Already we discussed. So we know P is antecedent and Q is consequent. So how to write the converse of the given conditional statement? So example, converse of P implies Q is Q implies P, because converse means interchanging the antecedent and consequent. So here P is the antecedent and Q is the consequent. Converse of P implies Q means Q implies P. If P is indicated as it is rainy and Q is indicated as sky is not clear, then how we will write a conditional statement? P implies Q. P implies Q means it is a conditional statement or it is an if-then statement. So we can write as if it is rainy, then sky is not clear. So this is a conditional statement here. So how we will change this conditional statement as converse? The converse of the above conditional statement is Q implies P. In the statement, if sky is not clear, then it is rainy. Next is the inverse. Negation of the given conditional proposition, that is having negated antecedent and consequent. P implies Q is a conditional statement. Inverse of P implies Q is P dash implies Q dash. Here we are just giving a negation for this both antecedent and consequent. So example, if P it is raining, Q sky is not clear. Already discussed the same example. Then how to write the conditional statement? P implies Q equal to if it is rainy, then the sky is not clear. How to write the inverse of the conditional statement? P dash implies Q dash. How it results in the statement? If it is not rainy, then sky is not clear, because P indicates if it is rainy. P dash means if it is not rainy. Q indicates sky is not clear. Q dash means sky is clear. So here the statement, conditional statement, P implies Q. If it is rainy, then sky is not clear. And we convert it into inverse. How the inverse statement, P dash implies Q dash. So if it is not rainy, then sky is clear. Next is the contrapositive. Negation of converse is known as contrapositive. That is, P implies Q is Q dash implies P dash. Converse means converse of P implies Q is Q implies P. So a contrapositive of P implies Q is Q dash implies P dash. Next, 12 equivalence proposition laws that are all laws you should learn thoroughly. Just go through the laws. Next is syllogism. The logical process of drawing conclusions from given propositions is called syllogism. What is premises? The proposition used to draw conclusions are called premises. To draw the conclusion, we can use any of the two methods given below. First one is truth table method. Second one is algebraic method. Truth table means already we discussed like how to draw the truth table. Algebraic method means using equivalence propositional laws. Then two inference rules are there. First one is modus ponens. Second one is chain rule.